Yo, what's good? Welcome back. This I'm just gonna show you. This is how you get Mink V2 because we have the Mink race. We got the bunny ears. You can't see it in my freaking hair, but we have Mink. It makes you faster. Makes you run faster. And there's 3 different versions of it. And you gotta do a quest for each one. So this one, you have to talk to that guy, Bartillo, that we just saw in the cafe, and he tells you to kick the living crap out of 50 of these dudes, these swan pirates. And they're right in the beginning, easy as pie. Beat them up, you're good. So, right now, we've already completed this quest. We've already beat the 50 swan pirates. I didn't record it because, I mean, who wants to see me beat the crap slowly out of 50 pirates, right? I'm such a low level, it'll be the most boring thing you've ever seen in your life. So, we got that done. And so you just talk to him again, and he lets you know, yo, you gotta go kill their leader now. And that's Jeremy. And where the swan pirates were, literally right on the top of the mountain where all those houses are, the top mountain, that's where Jeremy's at. And you might have to server hop to find him sometimes, unless you have a private server, but he's right here. And, you know, you just beat the living crap out of him, too. Utterly destroy him, which I'm talking crap now, but he's probably going to kill me. And once you defeat this guy, it'll give you a bunch of dialogues, because once you start these quests with Bartillo, the guy in the cafe, the NPC in the cafe, it'll give you dialogues every time you complete the mission, so you know you're on the right track. This guy, he's not too tough, he's not too crazy. Honestly, look at my level, I'm pretty low, and he's still fairly easy to beat. So, and he drops a cape, and I think that's it. So, anyways, he pretty much tells you a whole story about gladiators, yada yada yada. The main point is get back to the cafe. Go talk to Bartillo again. Once you talk to Bartillo, he's going to give you the next part of the quest. And to be honest, all of it's pretty easy. It's just a little time consuming. I mean, the 50 pirates honestly is the most time consuming part. And luckily I have soul, so it makes a lot of things super easy for me when I'm playing. Because normally I'd be super slow, I'm sure. Like if I had to use diamond the whole time, can you imagine? So they want you to go and you gotta go talk to Swan, or not to Swan, because this is Swan's mansion. But see this table here? Remember that code. You gotta go free gladiators from inside of the Colosseum, and this code is what's gonna help you unlock their cage or whatever, their prison cell, whatever the hell they're in. So once you get this down, take a picture of it, write it down in the chat, because you can put like Y8CSMFNB in there, and you can remember it in the chat and stuff like that, so you know exactly what you're looking for, because it's got to be in that order. So you get your butt to the Colosseum, and it's going to be underneath the little arena where you actually fight. So under one of these little, see right there, a little opening right there, so you're going to go inside there. I totally freaking missed it. I suck. So, don't be like me. Okay, so remember that code. Remember what we were saying. And so, what we're doing here is we're just following that code. And the second we get there, these little guys that are hanging out inside the little cages over there are going to be released. That's the whole point of this. And you got to do this. If you don't do this, you don't get the next part of the quest, and you don't get Mink V2. And so, Mink V2, it makes you slightly faster. Gives you a little bit of longer dash, and I don't know, I think it's worth it. I think it's one of the best races in here. And so once you're here, you got to talk to this guy. Come back when you reach 1500. Okay, well, anyways, I just wanted to see what he had to say. So anyways, let's get back to the cafe and talk to Bartillo now that we've released the prisoners. Let's see. Again, my main goal here is seriously just to get Mink V3, because that you get a skill called Agility that lets you zoom all over the place, and I'll show you guys how to get that too. But so he's saying right now, thanks for your help. So what do we do now, right? What do we do? We unlock some titles, by the way. Just so you know, you unlock some titles whenever you do these quests and stuff like that. So now that we've done all of Bartillo's quests, that's it for him. That's it. That's all you got to do for him. And so your next thing that you got to do is you got to get all the way over here into the green zone. And there's a guy called the Alchemist here. There's an NPC called the Alchemist. He's going to give you a quest to collect 3 flowers. 3 flowers that are they're all scattered all over the place, and there's certain locations you have to go look for them. So, see, he wants you to get 3 flowers. Now, for the first flower, let me just explain. So, you can get the yellow flower from killing these NPCs around the green zone. I recommend, honestly, I didn't do it this time, but you should go get the quest, so that way you can level up as well at the same time and pick up some money and all that good stuff. But you got to go kill all these NPCs. And when you're murking all these NPCs, one of them's going to drop the yellow flower. So that's the only way you can get that flower. I don't know why they made it that way, but they made it that way. Honestly, it's kind of fun because you gain some levels and stuff like that. So that's what you got to do for there. That's the only way you can get those flowers is from them. And so there's also a red flower. Now the red flower spawns in a few different locations around this area. So it can be obtained from one of these flower beds right here. You see all these little flower beds, this big raised platforms or whatever along the map. It spawns there right in the middle. They're kind of tiny, so sometimes you have to like, get down there to look around. But this one is actually right here. And if you are just spawning into Second Sea, there's a little spawn location behind me. This ramp area, look for the red house. The flower spawns there. It also spawns at the mansion. So if you go up to that mansion up there, it also can spawn in those flower beds right where I'm standing, right there, right in those areas. There's a little flower that'll pop up right there as well. And there's a couple more locations as well. There's not just there. I cannot remember where else it spawns, but those are the locations I know for sure that it pops up. So you can get it from those, and you got to do it in the daytime. It won't pop up at night. And that's another thing. For the blue flower, it only comes up at night, and you can obtain it in a few locations as well. One of the locations that it pops up at is the graveyard that is over here by the haunted ship. You can always see the haunted ship in the background, and it's the graveyard because it's got all these raised towers and stuff like that. So the first place you look when you come into the graveyard, right where you get your quests over here, look in this grave. Sometimes it pops up in one of those graves. If it does not come up in the grave, I don't know why I'm looking around. It only comes up there. If it does not pop up there, you want to go to the tree that is facing the cave. And I don't mean, there's another cave where the blue flower spawns, and you don't want to get confused with that. You don't want to get confused with that. It's right here. See that cave right there? It can spawn right over here. Right in that little area. And so you have to look at both those spots, because you can miss it easily. And if you don't find it there, there's this little island over here. Honestly, it's to the right of where you spawn in. If you turn around and look at the sea right when you spawn in to Second Sea, and you go to your right, there's this little teeny tiny island right here. And inside, it's got 2 platforms. Alright, it's got okay, well, we're right here. So this is the bottom part, and there's a little opening right up here. So you want to jump up there. Let's see if I can even get up there. Okay, cool. First try. And then you look around here, and there's the blue flower. You see that? Boom, blue flower. So now we have 2 flowers. Now, remember I said that the yellow one, you got to go kill NPCs in order to find this flower. It's the only way you're going to get it. So you got to go start the grind of kicking the crap out of NPCs, and hopefully one of them drops it. Honestly, it does not take that long. I've seen people get it first try. I've seen people get it after like 5 minutes of grinding and stuff like that. It's honestly not that crazy. So get in there, get to the green zone, start beating the crap out of NPCs. You gotta, unfortunately, you gotta choose violence, and you gotta destroy these fools. So, just grind away. That's all you can do. And again, get your quests. Get your quests every single time. That way you get some kind of levels. Don't be like me, where you're basically wasting all this XP you could be having right now. So, and I'm on mobile, so I'm checking my inventory every time I kill one to see if any of them drop the flower, because You know, if I don't have to keep doing these quests and I can just hurry up and go get my Mink V2, I'd rather just go do that, you know? So, you know, just keep grinding away, like I said. It's here. It's in, one of these NPCs is carrying it around and they're gonna drop it. So, let's try. Okay, so lots of grinding later. We have the other flower. Yeah. So now we go back to that alchemist NPC who's also in the green zone. Don't forget he's in the green zone. Boom, right here. And don't let anybody kill you. 500,000 belly is what you need. I think it's belly. I don't know how to pronounce that. But that is what you need in order to get this Mink V2. And you have to be level 850 to do it. To start the quest, you gotta be at level 850. So, we have it now. Now we're slightly faster. And one of the hardest parts is done. So, next time, Mink V3. Laters.